Morning, everyone. Hopefully, you're having a great Thursday. Mine is going good. I'm feeling like I'm finally getting back to 100% myself after that cold. So I'm really happy about that. It's a little cooler fall-like here, which I actually really enjoy. I love that cool fall vibe. Even though it does usually point to a busier time for me, I like wearing the sweaters and making soups and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for that shift into fall. But today I thought I'd do another tarot. I had that like had some time where I can do it, and also just really felt that urge today, maybe a little more than usual, to do another reading with you guys. So today's deck, I don't think we've done this one together yet either. I've had this one for quite a while and I use it often. Is the Soul's Journey lesson cards. There we go, by James Von Prague. So I'm excited to see what we pull out here. All right, so I'm just going to give the deck a nice shuffle. Steve is very intrigued. Yay, Steve. This is big for you. Usually it's Bergie's a little more of the social one, but I have noticed when I'm here doing this that Steve is really into it. Hey? Yes, you're intrigued. What's happening, right? Yes. All right, so we'll just give the deck a little more of a shuffle here. Wait till I feel that inspiration. Oh, okay, interesting. So I was shuffling and the card flipped. So for me, I feel like, yeah, I'm going to check out which one that was. Okay. Oh, very interesting. So this one, if you can see it there, it's the Self-Esteem card. And it's interesting because we were just talking about this a couple days ago with the last video. We were looking at the solar plexus chakra and the importance of the self-esteem in being able to stay true to kind of what's important to you, where you want to put your energy with respect to setting boundaries and things like that. So interesting that we pulled that one here today. So it says here, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay, so when I put those two together, just my initial gut feel on it is being able to, sorry, Steve, being able to recognize that and like own that, right? Like, yeah, I do. I have valid contributions, right? That are good, that are great for me and great for others. And then, that leads into, it's so connected to solar plexus. So how are you going to use your energy, your willpower to use those gifts, right? Very interesting. So I'm going to take a little peek in the guidebook. I feel like I'd like to get a little more perspective on this one. So we're looking at self-esteem. Really interesting, especially like, I don't know, like for me with this channel, right? This is like a little bit of a, I won't say out in left field. I've been doing yoga since, like, teaching yoga since end of 2017. But the first time I've really started exploring any type of oracle or tarot reading for sure, and just putting it out there kind of publicly, right? So like, okay, I really enjoy this. Like that was the whole point of the channel. I really enjoy these two things, and I'm just gonna like share it with whoever wants to share it with me. So, but it's yeah, it takes Steve. It takes a little bit of that confidence, self-esteem to be like, okay, and that's okay, and I'm gonna do it, right? Okay, so we're gonna take a. So you want to hear? You want to hear what it has to say, Steve? Okay, okay. So it says, like we said, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So it says, it is easy to perceive others as being better than you. Okay, this is a trap of the ego. There is no one greater or lesser than you. There are only those who have learned how to reveal their gifts to a greater or lesser degree. So that's really interesting. The idea, because social media and all that stuff, that comparison, right? Like, oh, this is all the wonder, and a lot of people see that and they're like, oh, I'm not as good as, right? Like you and mine, we tend to like, um, Steve really wants to get in there today. We tend to compare ourselves to others, right? And therefore we're lesser than, or we're greater than, or whatever. And a lot of us default to the lesser than. So just realize like that's kind of a trap of our mind, right? Like that's not necessarily true just because we have that thought, right? Um, and yeah, it's just about like tapping into your gifts, and are you expressing them in a way that's valid and authentic for you, right? Everyone is born with unique abilities of the soul. I do believe that. I think everyone has like, and you can develop those, but everyone has their things that they bring in that are pretty special, that are not common to everyone. And just like snowflakes, no two are ever alike, right? So we feel like we should be. I've had this in my teaching career where it's like there's another teacher who've been teaching that course for much longer than me, and at first, for the first couple of years going through it, feeling I needed to emulate, but then very quickly realizing I'm not the same person, right? It doesn't mean that they did a course, a wonderful job, but I'm going to bring my own flavor to that expression as a teacher, right? And that's valid and it is useful, right? You have a unique perspective to share with the world and have come back this time to put your stamp on it. So perhaps you may not be aware or even in tune with your incredible and gifted self. Why not try to make a list of 10 aspects? This is a really great thing because you might be like, oh, I really don't like have anything special that I kind of can do, right? So why not try and make a list of 10 aspects of yourself or abilities you possess that you love and hold in high regard? So I can tell you this, I see a lot of people throughout my work, a lot of students, they all have their things, right, that they bring. And so we just have to train our brains to recognize those things. So I love that. Sit down, make it like concrete, make a list, and maybe start with 5, right? Let's start with 5 things, and you can work up to 10. It is not always easy to write about yourself. True, right? But sometimes you need to be reminded just how special you are, right? You need to take, especially if you have that natural default in your brain of like, oh, I'm not very good, or I'm not as good as blah, blah, blah. You need to retrain that part of your brain, right? That's just, you've got a bad habit in the way you think about that. So that's okay. Take an exercise like this, sit down and put some energy into focusing in those good things that you do possess and bring, right? Remember that you did not come down to this schoolroom by accident. You have meaning and a reason for being. You are a treasure chest of incredible gifts and insights. Now is the time to celebrate you. So I love that. Such a great reminder for all of us. So hopefully you found something in there that you can be reminded of those great things that you can bring into your everyday life and share with others. And that's important to do, right? And to really take that time and that energy and refocus onto those good, positive things. I'm going to try and do that as well. Right, Steve? Oh, Steve really likes these. She's usually not this like involved in like what I'm doing. So this is fascinating. She somehow knows, oh, this is something that I'd enjoy. Yes. You bring all kinds of wonderful gifts, right, Steve? Right. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day. Until we chat later. Remember, if you like this, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe if you find this kind of stuff helpful. And we will chat later. All right. Take care.